Okay, let's turn to the other top story we are tracking. New Delhi has now strongly condemned the brutal beheading last night of 2 Sikhs by the Taliban in Pakistan's tribal belt. The Taliban are still holding 2 to 4 Sikhs hostage in the area.
And here in India, the Sikh community is out in outrage now, wants Dr. Manmohan Singh himself to intervene. Altamash Hashmi has more.
Kidnapped and beheaded. The body of Khyber resident Jaspal Singh at the Bhai Joga Singh Gurudwara in Peshawar. His family says they were unable to pay 3 crore ransom demanded by his kidnappers, suspected to be Taliban. Mastan Singh, another Sikh from Khyber agency, suffered a similar fate.
It becomes the responsibility of the federal government that it takes up the matter with Pakistan in the United Nations, so that no community suffers in any country.
Anger and sorrow swept through the Sikh community living across the Radcliffe line. There were demonstrations in Punjab and in Delhi, where Sikhs marched to the Pakistan High Commission.
हिंदुस्तान दे सम्मान दे उत्ते एक हमला है और आज एक पंजाबी एक हिंदुस्तानी ये कह रहा कि असीं सजदा करदे हां उन्हां सिख वीरां नूं जिन्हां ने धर्म नहीं छड्डिया पर सिर दे दित्ते.
The Prime Minister clearly under pressure to respond to the despair of his community. All this just ahead of talks with Pakistan.
All issues concerning the relations between the two countries, depending upon time permitting, will be taken up for discussion.
The incident underscored concerns over the safety of Pakistan's estimated 30,000 strong Sikh community. Around 20,000 have lived in the Khyber region for over 200 years. They are forced to pay protection tax to local militant groups. There are also pressures to convert, failing which they face death. Pakistan's Minority Affairs Minister SHAHBAZ BHATTI condemned the attack and promised protection. He said Pakistan will take strongest action against those who carried out these beheadings. Not just minorities, everyone is fighting terror and violence by Taliban groups in these areas. But his promise appeared out of place. Pakistan's civilian leadership has shown little ability to run the administration, provide law and order, or defend the lives of its citizens. In New Delhi, Altamash Hashmi.
So what can we expect from Pakistan? Let's go across to Islamabad. Pakistan's Minority Affairs Minister SHAHBAZ BHATTI now joins us there. Mr. Bhatti, thanks so much for joining us. Real shock and outrage in India over those beheadings. Just how do you explain such a brutal attack in your country?
We strongly condemn this act of violence which was committed in Aurangzai agency, in which one fellow was beheaded, and we have ordered the investigation, and we will properly, thoroughly investigate this incident, and we will not allow anyone to commit such act of violence.
Sir, but Mr. Bhatti, do you really have the capacity to investigate? This is the Pakistan Taliban area, in FATA, where it's a feeling that the Pakistan government simply, its writ doesn't run. So what do we really know, sir, about these groups which are behind these killings? Do you really know enough?
We are investigating this incident. It's early to say who is involved in that, but when we get the complete report, we will surely, certainly make it public.
All right, you're saying investigations are underway, but in the past year we've seen an increasing number of Sikhs, especially fleeing to Indian Punjab. They're fearing for their lives, threats from the Taliban. Isn't that a real failure of your government, in fact your ministry, Mr. Bhatti, to be able to protect them?
We are providing all the opportunity to all the minority, including the Sikh community, to profess their religion freely. And we are celebrating all their religious festivals, and on their religious festivals, no such type of incident happen. These incidents happen in those bordering area where we are fighting against terrorism. And it's not the case of all with the minorities only. We are losing lives of civilian Pakistani. We are losing the lives of innocent soldiers who are battling against this terrorism. So I think our government is committed to curb the roots of terrorism, and we are taking all the initiative to protect the life and property of minority, and certainly the minority rights are the prime priority of our government, and the President and Prime Minister also taken a serious note of this incident.